I'm excited to talk about this. 3 sexual fantasies that women have. And I want to tell you, and darling, by the end of this video, I want to hear from you. Which one would you be down to do? Because let me tell you, it's going to take courage from you to execute on this. I'm Arica Angelo, dating relationship expert for 16 years, author, television host, speaker. What else am I? All the things. Someone's like, where did you TV host? I had a TV show on Bravo. Did you not know? Google Arica Angelo Bravo. Hello. Anyways, so sexual fantasies. It's going to take some courage for you to follow through on this. And the first one is this. When a guy goes from romantic to dark. Now, let me just lay down some foundation work. You want to get to know this woman, have conversations around this, because sometimes I just want to say this. I feel like some women do have some trauma around sex, so you need to know that kind of stuff before you execute on what I'm about to tell you. Like, damn, Arica, what are you about to tell me? Well, you're about to find out. But when a guy can go from romantic to dark, oh my gosh, this is so sexy. This is kind of like that fantasy where you're just like, oh man, if he could just do this, whoa. And this is what it looks like. It's you romancing her. Let's say you guys go out on a date, da-da-da-da-da-da, and then all of a sudden, boosh, you switch the game. You push her up against the wall. You start kissing her passionately all over her lips. You start kissing down her neck. You take her leg. You lift it up. You bury yourself next to her. You dig your crotch into her and you just begin to lick all over her neck and kiss her passionately. Oh, we have that fantasy. When a guy just like, because we still want to be wooed. Like, I think some guys are like, yeah, I just need to go out and fuck women hard. Nah, bro, you gotta have the polarity. If you're just all that, it's like, that guy, and that's his magic trick, but he's just a fucking boy, man. I am really using the F-bomb today. But he's just a boy. If he's like, oh, this is what I can do to make... I knew a guy like this. This is why I'm like talking like this. And it was just like, are you an idiot? And I think he was. So yes, she wants when a guy can go from romantic to dark. That is such a fantasy because we need that nurture. We need that care. We need to feel like we're valued. We're special to you. So when you take us out on a date or you do something so romantic, but then you switch gears and then you go dark and you push us up against the wall, you show us that raw masculine energy, you're like, damn, that kind of stuff is powerful. And speaking of licking her, have you done my tongue magic course? Yeah, talk about licking. I don't want to give you too many details. I can't talk about it here on this channel, but you know, tongue down there. You know what I'm saying, man. Get it? It's in the comment section. It's in the description. So romantic to dark, we love it. Here's the second thing. Also, make sure you subscribe and like this video. Second thing is this. We have a fantasy. Now, this is a general video. I'm like, no, women like, oh, shut up. Use your common sense. You know this is a general video. Use your brain. But we have this fantasy of you guys doing things sexually with us in places you're not supposed to do this. I will tell you a story of where my fantasy went wrong. I'll tell you at the end of the video. It's so embarrassing, but man, you gotta take risks. You gotta take risks. But here's the thing. We love it when a man is willing to make out, go down, have sex with us in places that are taboo. Nature, public places, things like this. It really is like this fantasy. But here's the thing. This is why I say it requires courage from you, because a lot of times as women, we have these fantasies, but we need a strong man to make the fantasy become a reality. Because while it's our fantasy, sometimes we as women, we don't have the courage to just go and execute on these fantasies. That's why we need you. See why you're so important to all of this? So yeah, having sex in places that are taboo, forbidden, that is so, so sexy. Nature, public places, in a car. The stories that are going through my mind right now, if only I could tell you, maybe I'll start telling you guys some of my personal stories. Maybe I'll just share them in my courses because they're pretty fun and wild. Okay, so those two things. So 1, going from romantic to dark. 2, having sex with us in forbidden places, taboo places that we're not supposed to. And like I said, I've got a whole list of stories. Maybe I should start talking about these in my courses. And the third one is this. It's when a guy knows how to dominate us with his touch. And I've said this before, there's a reason why these romance novels are so successful. There's a reason why 50 Shades of Grey made so much freaking money. Because as much as woke women want to talk that shit, nah, in the bedroom, we still want that dominating touch. We want that masculine touch. The tricky part is knowing when to do it. And if you're one of those guys, you're like, Arica, this is like all kind of wild for me. I'm like not very comfortable with sex. Then you should get Mastering Intimacy, because I talk about it from the beginning to the very end, how to really tap into your own power to all the way to getting us in the bedroom. But yeah, it's in the comment section, it's in the description, Mastering Intimacy. That and tongue magic. Whew, oh la la. So when you know how to interject that dominant touch, man, that is that fantasy. And what I'm talking about is, yes, when we're having sex with you, we're in doggy style position, all of a sudden you take that ponytail and you're like, wow, you start pulling on that hair, or you get that ass up, poof, a smack. Having that dominated touch, that primal, oh man, when a guy starts tapping into that energy, that is so sexy. You want to feel that primal energy. So it's having that dominated touch, or when a guy goes and picks you up and wraps your legs around him and he pushes you against a wall and starts having sex with you. This kind of dominating masculine touch is something that women secretly crave. And so when you know how to give that to us, you make that fantasy become real life. And what are we living for if it's not for real life? So tell me in the comment section, which one do you have the balls to do? So I told you I would tell you my story. So I was like, I thought it would be a great idea if me and my partner had sex in the middle of our hike. So there I was. I can't believe I'm telling this story. I never tell you guys about my private life. There I was, bent over the tree, getting it on, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, grounding with the universe. Yep, hit it like that. And then all of a sudden, I hear this guy on the top of the cliff calling for his dog. What do we want to call the dog? Butch, come up here. And I was like, oh my God. The dude totally saw us. He totally saw us having sex. He was up on the hill. What's my inclination as a woman? Put on the clothes and run. And this is where it gets even more funny. You can run, but you can't hide. If you're still watching this video, comment, you can run, but you cannot hide. So me and my partner, I'm like, my partner, guys don't care. As a woman, I am mortified. So I go, okay, let's run, let's go. So we take off, and guess what happened? The motherfucking trail came to a dead end, and there was a river there. And I was like, okay. So we're just gonna circle back around. No, the guy ended there on the freaking dead end of the trail with us. Oh my God. So I couldn't even look the guy in the face. I was like, oh yeah, I wonder what we're supposed to do. Are we supposed to just kind of walk through the water? I don't know. I was a basket case. The guy was so kind. He didn't make any jokes. He didn't say anything. He didn't even look at me like a pervert. He was just super elegant about it. We're like, okay, we're just gonna go back the other way. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Have a great hike. Bye, butch. And took off. So sometimes our fantasies as women, sometimes they don't go in the way that we want them to, but that's why you take risk, and that's why you want to have a strong man who walks you into the fantasy. So that's my personal story. But listen, I've got a bunch of other videos here about sex. You may have watched the first top 10, but watch the next. There's so many there. Keep watching my videos. I'm glad you've subscribed, and get those courses. They will change the game for you. I love you. I'll see you in my next video. You can run, but you cannot hide.